What's up, you guys? It's 3stacks, and I want to show you one of my favorite decks. Well, this inspired my favorite deck. My favorite deck is Satellars, and this is where Satellars started, as the Constellations. I like Constellars, I like the theme behind them. There's a lot of lore tied to them. Constellars are responsible for a lot of stuff. Constellar SOMBRE created the Yang Zins, created the Vylons, and this is it's really cool. I like the deck a lot. And I like the hidden arsenal, the lore, like the dual terminal, you know, the war between Constellars and evil swarms, and, you know, fighting Sophia, all of that. I like it a lot. And so this deck is it was originally my favorite deck until the Satellite Knights came out, and it was because of the stories behind it. You know, I looked into the lore, and it's a really fun deck, and it's strong. It was optimal, and it was one of the top decks, like, maybe 3 years ago. And it's still good, you know, it's just like, it's being overpowered by a lot of stuff. So hop into the main deck. The main deck has went through 4 years of construction. We're running triple Kaus, because he's your level modulator. This is how you make rank 5 or rank 3 plays. I just do him for the rank 5 plays. And then triple Sombre. Sombre is pretty strong. I like this guy a lot. He is my favorite monster in the game. Like, he's my favorite monster. He's the creator of a lot of stuff, and he's really strong. Like, in the dual terminal, basically the way they described his power, he was like a really, really powerful monster, and he helped to defeat Sophia, the goddess of rebirth. So I like him a lot. Really, really like him. And I'm trying more of like a pure variant, because I was running like techie stuff like Honest and Firefist Bear and all that. This is like just pure Constellars. And the way it works is just so powerful. A triple Pollux, this guy's like probably, aside from Sombre, Pollux is the best. Because a Sombre, of course, he lets you recycle a Constellar and get an additional normal summon. So this guy, one card can just make plays. But Pollux is like, it's just really broken. And this is the rest of the monsters. I'm running 2 Algaidi and 1 Leonis. This essentially is 4 copies of Pollux. But Leonis says during your main phase, you get an additional normal summon. So unlike Pollux, you can just let this guy continue to give you normal summons. Like Pollux, you have to normal summon him to get it. But this guy, as long as he's face up on the field, every turn you get an additional normal summon. So this helps because I am doing a Demise build. So I'm basically like, I'm playing Demise and I'm normal summoning all my monsters. Kind of like Yosenju's, but a little different because this deck is older than Yosenju, so it came out first. And the 2 Algaidis, I had to cut her just because, like I said, I'm running Demise, so I don't want any monsters that special summon, like drawing into them. And running her at 2 just basically means like I'm less likely to see her than I am to see Pollux, Sombre, and Kaus. So this is the monster lineup. And I think Leonis is really strong. And also, even though he's level 3, you can normal him and normal Kaus, and you can still make a rank 4. So it's really cool. And then we've got the spells, which is triple Card of Demise, and triple Tinky, and a double MST. I'm not running Pot of Dualities. I tested it out, and it was just too much no special summon cards, and sometimes I want a special summon. And it's like when I have that duality, it's just too tempting to go Demise Duality and then just go no special summons. Sometimes that's not good, because when you're trying to go for your pushes, you need your extra deck at times. So we're just essentially running just these 8 spells. MSTs, in my opinion, are better than Twin Twisters in Constellars. Not in any deck, just in Constellars. Constellars need their whole hand. Discarding, it's like no matter what you discard, it's always a good card that you need. Because there's just like, there's no cards that you could just say, I don't need this, I can discard it. You need every card. So MSTs to me is just better because that way I keep my hand. Even though Twin Twisters is good, I'm not saying it's bad. And then this is pretty much your engine, draw, and search. Like I said, no dualities. And then traps. Running a triple Solemn Strike. Double Grand Horn of Heaven. Now, Grand Horn puts in work because the thing is, most people start off with the special summon. And when they start off with the special summon, you go negate the summon into your battle phase with no monsters. How are you going to attack me and inflict damage to me if you have no monsters? So this saves your life. It steals a turn. And I don't care about them drawing a card. I just care that I have a whole nother turn to do whatever I want. So the strikes and the Grand Horns just help to keep monsters from touching the board. And in complement with that, we're doing a double Blackhorn. Back this up a little bit to get a better angle. We're doing a double Blackhorn. So essentially, these counter traps are all here for the same thing, to keep monsters from ever touching the board. Because there are certain monsters that, like, they have effects when they're sent from the field to the graveyard. They trigger effects. Like, for example, Mithrilium and all the Metal Foes fusions that float. they have to be sent from the field to the graveyard. So that means if you negate their summon, they didn't touch the field. So this just helps for stuff like that, you know, floaters, and it just helps in general because negating summons is a lot better than responding to the monster after it's already been successfully summoned. And then we're going, so after these, we're going for double dimensional barrier. I'm not doing 3 because it just breaks. It's only because you can only activate 1 per turn, so that's why I'm just doing double barrier. And then to complement that, we're doing double floodgate chapeau. So all these traps here work as the same thing, just keeping the field clear and making sure that your opponent can't make all these nasty plays. So this is how the triple strike, the double grand horn, the double black horn, this is how you keep your opponent from killing you. Because this deck is not as fast as other decks, so just it slows them down. And then we're going for Mirror Forces, triple quaking, double drowning, and 1 storming. Now, I know this is a little different. Most people don't run that much Mirror Forces. But like I said, this deck is not as strong and fast as other decks. So when they overpower you, this is how you respond to them. And the drownings, because this is a demise deck, and I am running a low monster count, so I don't always have monsters. And it just works better because sometimes when I have monsters, they destroy my, they clear my board, so they just basically give me a live drowning. So it helps as a backup play, and it also just helps when you open with no monsters. And then 1 breakthrough, 1 bottomless, 1 torrential, 1 warning, 1 vanity's emptiness, and 1 XYZ reborn. This is a really cool tech because it lets you play on your opponent's turn by summoning Pleiades, and then attach this to Pleiades, and then bounce, and then next turn you get your push. So it's really cool. And as far as rarity, the deck has 0 commons. It's not max rarity necessarily, but there's no commons. It's all hollows, 100% hollow, which I do like a lot. Extra deck, I do double M7, triple Pleiades. Now, for right now, Pleiades is my only rank 5 because my other rank 5s, I had to lend them to my Cosmo artifacts. So if you guys are wondering, okay, where's your Tiris, where's your artifact Durandal, where's all your rank 5? My rank 5s are in my artifacts, my Cosmo artifacts. If you guys check that deck out. And so that's where they're at. So right now, I'm just doing the pure Constellar, just the triple Pleiades. And then double Omega, because Omega puts in work, swinging over back rows. And he essentially makes all of your Constellars immune to Raigekis and stuff like that. And Price of P, because he can make any Constellar gain 1,000 attacks. So he can put this guy at 37. If they're trying to attack over your baby Constellars like little Pollux, you could just make Pollux 27. So it really does help. And then Utopia package, Paladinamo, Castel, Crazy Bop, because I like him, he's really cool. And then 1 Emerald. And now as far as the side deck, I do have a side deck build for this deck, but I really don't want to show it because there's a lot of staple-like cards that I don't have for it. So it's kind of like, I feel like if I show it to you guys, it wouldn't be worth it because the side deck isn't the best that it can be because I don't take my Constellars to events, but they do have a side deck from a format a long time ago, which pretty much is like, I'll just tell you, it's 3 Rivalry of the Warlords, it's 3 Goes in Match, it's triple Debunk, and then triple Effect Veiler, and another Misty and 2 Trap Stuns, and that's the side deck. But I don't want to show it to you guys. I'm sorry. But yeah, that's my Constellars for you. It's a really cool and fun deck, and I love it a lot. And tell me what you guys think. If you're a Constellar fan, this is probably gonna be something that interests you. And I'm gonna do one more deck. I'm gonna do my Gustos, and then that's it for today. And you guys just stay tuned for tomorrow or maybe another day. I got you guys. But I want to show you guys some fun decks. So stay tuned for the Gustos. Peace.